Hello, fellow tappers. It's Aloifa, Siloafa here, and today we're coming back for the first three parts of the Mirror Mayhem update. And yes, there is a very exciting thing at the end of today's video. We're going to be locking the Magic Mirror today, then we're going to be locking the Bowler Armor, and then we're going to be locking the Mirror Mayhem Mystery Box. And yeah, there is a lot of exciting stuff in the Mystery Box. Let's have a quick look. So yes, I am super excited to unlock this. Hopefully we get the Grindhouse Assassin. So yes, that's going to be coming later in the video. So yeah, stay tuned. Let's unlock the first part of the event then.
Enchanting musk.
Or not. I was off by
That is a gun in my pants.
10, which means I've got to do 2 more. Oh, left arm did light up. It does have an animation, even though Bart went there in the last video. It obviously does have an animation, which is really cool.
Mr. Burns forever.
Must have just glitched before. That's enough. I'm going to smash this mirror to bits so we can skip to the end. Raise this crowbar. No, don't go near it. What the? My reflection looks weird in this thing. I look much more realistic than normal, which is weird because normally I don't look realistic. This is the mirror. Fantastic, yeah, about the sort of size you'd expect of a mirror, to be honest. Where is everything else? Leftorium. We'll just kind of put the stuff over here for now. Folk and mirrors. And Homer could have an animation there. Who knows? Someone could. Hey Homer, how's it hanging? Did my reflection just talk? Or was it just a result of all that beer I had for breakfast? Breakfast beer. Let's go to Moe's. My treat. Don't listen to him, Homer. Don't invite him into our world. I'm sorry, Dad. You'd probably give me the first piece of good advice of either of our lifetimes, but I think you should wait outside. You jeopardise the safety of our world for a free beer? That's what I'm trying to decide. Off you go. The mirrored bowler armor. Awesome. That's very exciting. And the fact that that's free as well. I think that would be probably a better premium building, probably, but obviously you'd have to have mirrored Barney, who's less of a sort of iconic character. Anyway, let's tap on the mirror. That is very cool. And yeah, it's only temporary, which I think is actually really cool. Obviously there's a lot of continuous sort of phases that decorations have, but I do like how it's temporary with the mirror. It does suit that. You obviously got the flickering candles too. Fantastic. That is, yeah, very cool. I really like that to start off the update. Right then, let's get on to the next bit, which is the one and only mirrored bowl of armor. Here's the animation, and you've got the thumbs up that's lit up too. I love that. That is brilliant. Love the building even more now. So there we go. Onto the mirrored bowl of armor. Okay, I've made my decision. Come on back in. Did you tell that mirror guy to take a hike? Don't worry, I think we can forget all about him. You, especially. That's a relief. You avoided a real pickle there, son. Here's a beer to go with that pickle, Homer. What the? But you said not to worry. Yes, I did. And then he said, free beer. Awesome. So we've got the mirrored bowler armor. And it does align with the other building, which is really cool. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Folk and Mirrors, Part 2. You're not going to hurt us, are you, Mirror Homer? No, but I'd kill for another beer. Me too. Come on, let's go to Moe's for his 2-for-1 special. How's a 2-for-1 special in your world? He will when he sees us. That means 4 beers total. You two have a drinking problem. You know that, don't you? So there we go, we've got the mystery box token up next. Right, let's get the mirrored bowler armor. Here we go.
Heads up!
Let's see.
So that's where buildings come from.
Fantastic. I'm going to have to move this a little bit this way just to not interfere with the look of the building. So here we go, the bowler armor. So let's give it a tap. Cleaning blood from the pin setter. That is so cool, and the look of the building is really cool as well. I think this is honestly brilliant. Yeah, another brilliant building. And maybe the animation, the shutter comes up as well on the right there, the blue little thing there. So yeah, I'll see if there's any animations for the building by the end of the video. But anyway, let's get on to the next part, which is the mystery box opening. So yeah, I've looked for the animation for the Bowl-O-Rama. Haven't found anything. I've literally checked all the characters, all the regular characters. Maybe we'll see the animation with the new, obviously when we get mirrored Homer and some of the mirrored characters. Righty-ho then. Let's get into the next bit.
Mr. Burns forever.
Tell me, Mirror Me, what's the life of a safety inspector like in your world? It's the best. I work long hours and have an insignificant role at our company. It really gives me a sense of power. Just like me, I get my sense of power when I pull the lever that sets off the alarm that sends everyone into the parking lot. You have a lever that does that? You don't? No, I have a button. There we go, the Mirror Mayhem mystery box token. Right, let's take a picture and then we'll, just go over the prizes. Oh, actually, let's see if there's any more sort of dialogue. Yeah, I thought so. Let's do that first. Who's your new friend, Homer? This is my mirror self. I think I'll call him Mirror Homer. Very subtle. Howdy, fellas. Next round's on me. You're the best, Mirror Man. I wish I had a mirror self. But then I wouldn't be your best friend. Let's get to the bit. I wish I had a mirror self. But then I wouldn't be your best friend. Yeah, what a tragedy that would be. Sounded sarcastic. Mirrored Phoenix Cube Butterfats. So that's going to be in the next video that's coming tomorrow. Then we're going to be getting mirrored Phoenix Cube Butterfats and mirrored Homer. So then the last part of the video today is to open up the mystery box. So here we go. So we've got the Grindhouse Assassin, that's the top of my list. Dr. Crab would also be amazing. Sumo Stadium would be cool. Yogi-Yasa Temple I'd like. In terms of what I really wouldn't like, Royal Tokyo. Mount Carmel would be disappointing. And the Springfield Observatory. Anything that's from the yearbook, basically. I think I'd really like Akira and the Happy Sumo. It's obviously in the yearbook, but it's a character that I've wanted for a long time and I've never managed to get. So there we go, right. Let's open it up and see just what we're gonna get. Okay, well, I suppose I had it coming. I mean, yeah, I did ask for it, sort of. So here we go. Akira and the Happy Sumo. So yeah, I suppose we'll do a little walkthrough of this.
Kaboom! Ooh, a premium character.
Which is poison and which is the tasty fish? Akira. So part of the More Business Owners collection. So here we go. Exciting times. This is a brilliant character. I remember seeing the walkthrough on someone else's account, but I never managed to get it myself. So here we go. Springfield. It is pleasing to return to you, where I can do and say things referencing the culture of Japan. I had feared I was trapped in Yomi, the underground home of the dead in Shintoin Shintoisen. Sorry. See, I'm doing it already. It's terrific you're back, Akira. Between you and me, Springfield has been looking awfully yellow lately. Is that comment because I'm Asian? What? No, I love races and colours. In fact, rainbow is my favourite sherbet flavour. How could the colour yellow apply to Asians? You're more pale than we are. But you're not helping. Even though I possess an awareness of racist ideas like yellow face and yellow peril, when I look at my hands, I have to admit the boy is right. Hey, you can't use those terms. They're only for fellow yellows to use with each other. Mr. Homer, I have acted dishonourably and brought shame to my ancestors. 2 ways of feeling that pop culture says are appropriately Japanesey. To make amends, please bring your family to the Happy Sumo for a free dinner. Alright, why let anger eat away at you when you can eat away your anger? I love it. Yellow Blues. Make Akira work a 24-hour shift and make the Simpsons family take advantage of a free meal. Awesome.
Hot. Hajime. Hot. Ha. Hajime.
So there's his voices. Very cool. I love it.
Hot.
Obviously, it is a bit of a stereotypical character for the time, and obviously not so PC now. However, I love the look of the building. It's very cool. But hey, The Simpsons is based on stereotypes that were acceptable at the time. So yeah, I'm not gonna comment anymore on that. But there we go. Right. So there we go. Really cool animation for the Happy Sumo. And Akira there on the left, it looks like. Just looks so cool. Look at that. And yeah, the Simpsons family are going to have a free meal. And let's see if there's anything
Oh, cool.
Oh, it's better than my
else
normal
that's going to
job.
come up. So here we go. Yep, there's more. Where are my loyal customers? Happy Sumo used to be Springfield's #1 non-crusty based restaurant. We were the place to go for food-based dares. Well, the culinary scene has gotten more adventurous since you've been gone. Many Springfields already have a sushi establishment, Swanky Fish, and their health department grade is an A. I say with an accusing ahem. So I have competition now. They may have superior sushi, but do they also serve sashimi? Yes, they do both. Sushi and sashimi, that's our entire menu. I need to grab customers' attention. Now is the time for the return of fugu. Dumb thrill seekers provide great word of mouth. On an unrelated note, how do you prefer fugu? Fugu About It, Part 1. Make Akira serve a questionable fugu, make Springfielders eat questionable fugu. And I really like how there was another quest to set this off before it actually started the main sort of dialogue. So that's really cool. It turns out fugu is not at all hard to prepare. I found a very helpful tutorial on YouTube. Any way to can be a chef with the help of Kitchen Witch 206. Oh, I love it. Serving non-sashimi grade sashimi. I just love the noise as well with the gong.
But when I return, we should I shall take your favorite child.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. All done. On behalf of my food poisoned clients, I hope they all recover quickly, or you're in big trouble. On behalf of my 20% of any settlement, I hope at least one dies. I really like money. Brutal, but honest. A class action lawsuit is only a small setback. Swanky Fish may have better tasting food that doesn't make people sick, but they can't beat us on our cheapness and our willingness to operate at a loss. No one cares about quality when the samples are free. Make Akira hand out sushi samples. People will be sold on the deliciousness of our raw fish. I love the animation. Once they've tried these day-old pieces, warmed under the beating sun. I love it, look at that animation. That's so cool, and he walks around town with the sushi. I absolutely love that. That's fantastic. Wow. Wow, look at that. I think I saw an alien while I was out. It was actually a pretty nice guy thing. Turned out we both really like raw dog fin meat. By the way, where are all the Asian people? Are they all crammed into the Buddhist monastery, burning offerings to their ancestors? That is a good time. Yeah, Asian people. Comic book guy now has a Japanese wife. That fat, hairy Keihu? Is she a horrific creature from the sea as well? No, she's very pretty and really easy to talk to and smart. Doesn't say a lot of jokes though, but no worse than any other woman in town. Make Akira discreetly talk about double standards. Demographic rudity. Oh, so it's a completely different quest. Which I really like for a change, to be honest. This next bit. Hey, where are the Asian people? So remember when I mentioned Comic Book Guy's wife? Yeah, that may or may not have been a long time ago, but it was just one conversation back. So, you and her are it. What? I've seen a space alien. Are you telling me there are half as many space aliens in this town as there are Asian people? There are actually possibly 3 aliens in this town, if the town belongs to a big spender. 3 space aliens. There are more space aliens than Asian people. Well, there is a poo. Does Indian count as Asian? Our potato-headed, whiskey-soaked papist mayor is about to get an angry Asian earful. And before you tell me what I said was racist, I never said Japanese people aren't racist. Just that this is messed up. Make Akira take on City Hall. Look at that. He's looking to... I stand by him. He's looking on to take on the big powerful people. I hear you and understand your frustration. This issue is hotter than spicy kimchi. That's Korean. Is that the wrong type of use? Yaus? Sriracha? Does that work? This meeting has not gone well. Hear me out in full. The 2010 census says that 5.6% of the US population is Asian. By my count, we have more than 150 possible individuals in Springfield, not including outfits. How many of those individuals speak? I bet you're counting pets. Limiting to only those who have said things. We have over 100 men, women, children, and Wuzits like that. Counting you, Kamiko, and Nazapota, Yapoos, we have an almost 5% Asian population. Demographically, we're pretty on par with the country. Additionally, 3/4 of Asian Americans are concentrated in 10 states. Perhaps Springfield isn't one of these states. We might be a little more diverse than you give us credit for, speaking relative only to the least diverse part of America. Oh, let's see what he says now. That meeting was maddening. Where's Cookie Kwan? Where's Herbert Wong and his parents? Where are Tutsuo and Kaneda, my best friends that everyone in Springfield's Asian America community know and love? Tetsuo, Kaneda. Breathe, Akira, and visualize mini trees. If I focus on my bonsai, it will help me stay zen and other Japanesey things. Anime. Make Akira plant a bonsai. Deep bonsai of relief. Oh, that's annoying. That's not an animation. That would have been a cool animation. And next, my goodness, it goes on. Oh, it's like a bushy baby Groot. Baby Groot, hehe. Time for a branch cut. This adorable little plant is totally taking my mind off the clear racial imbalance in how people return to this town. You need equal treatment of many when I can work on me. Make Akira preen bonsai. Oh, it's not an animation either. Never mind. And another one. Repotting a bonsai gives it fresh nutrients and helps it remain strong. It's as if when you lived in a small contained place, you need to change the soil, kick up the environment to keep yourself from wilting and dying. Could that somehow be a metaphor for life? Springfield equals small place. The stagnant lack of diversity equals old soil, and what would keep us from wilting and dying? Ah. No, Akira, bonsai is your time to let go. Bury your ambitions way down inside, where they can be forgotten and never disturb you again. No, don't do it. So yeah, cute true description something pot. Make Akira repot bonsai. Blimey. This is coping mechanism. A bonsai's been placed in your inventory? No way. That is so cool. Right, we're putting it there, for sure. Make Akira plant more plant, prune, and repot to get more bonsai. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. So you could just carry on doing that. That's fantastic. Aha, a perfect bonsai to plant. No one else in Springfield has these unique and mad skills. This is why we need to increase diversity. Think of all the useful and impressive stereotypes that can't be given expression. Who is to do Manis and Pedis? Who does math moderately better than others? Who dry cleans clothes using ancient secrets? By placing this tree into the ground, I let an idea take root. Expanding the representation of cultures adds value to all communities. Also, that I rock at bonsai. Plays bonsai 3 out of 3. I've got others in the town. You know, the skill isn't that special. Any bozo like me can just buy your precious shrub with donuts. But to be able to do without donuts what you need donuts to do, that is a special skill indeed. What are you trying to say, Yoda? Having me do it saves you donuts. Woohoo! Donuts I can use on other things? Ah, you are wise. Can I call you Sensei? Okay, but only if the term has nothing to do with my race, and only applies because of my incredible intelligence. Sure, whatever works for you. Right, and now Homer. And hand out sushi samples, plant bonsai, so you can plant, prune, and then you get more bonsai, which is awesome.
What the?
Sensei, if you want to show how awesome your ancestral culture is, I know a better way than shoving midget trees everywhere. Use your ability to kick ass, to prove you guys are kick ass. Homer, you think being breathtakingly powerful at martial arts will excite people more than being good with vegetables? Yeah? Homer-san, please join me, but only if you have appropriate attire. When it comes to violence, I'm very strict about wardrobe. Make Akira karate time? Here we go! Way better animation. Oh my goodness, I don't remember this. I don't remember any of this, to be honest. But yeah. He chops the board with his head. That is very cool. I absolutely love that. Fantastic. This next bit. Why do you want me to say this? Just do it, just do it, just do it. I still don't understand what the point is. Trust me, doing karate was awesome, right? I promise this will be even awesomer. Okay, here goes. For his throat. Oh my! Hehe. You sound just like him. Make Akira impersonate a character from Star Trek. Dear me, doesn't seem to be going well now for Akira's for his standards. That isn't Sulu. Sulu tried to buy weed and go to the White Castle. Grr, I hate the passage of time. Oh, Ralph. Everyone's involved.
Quack, quack.
Now, Ralphie, apparently you are aging out of daycare, and our attempts to make you a latchkey kid have failed horribly. Keys taste delicious, but I don't like what they unlock in my tummy. Luckily for us, the Happy Sumo has opened up this unpaid sushi internship for kids. Sounds like this program breaks any number of laws, but I'm no expert in what's legal and illegal, so I'll just focus on the positive. All the free ginger I can eat. Make Ralph drop off a resume.
When I grow
Sushi
up,
Ralph.
I want to be a principal or a caterpillar.
10 minutes.
You're the mommy. When I grow up, I want to be a principal or a caterpillar.
Look at this. Blimey.
My diaper is full now.
Oh my goodness. Let me examine you, Ralph. Such a blank stare. Such tender fingers softened from years spent inside the nose. And is that a never closed fontanelle? Oh yeah, I know it's tempting, but the doctor said try not to poke it with a chopstick. Each time you do, Ralphie loses another word. Ralph, what are you thinking right now? Pass. In Japan, sushi chefs spend years meditating to achieve an empty mind. Your son was born with it. He will be a master. Make Ralph prepare sushi.
My imaginary friend thinks yes, master.
That is a shame. Such fine sashimi. How did you learn how to use a knife like this, Wiggum-san? I'm not allowed to use a knife because I forget which end to hold. I use safety scissors. I have chosen wisely. Wiggum-san, you are a prodigy. I'm proud of you, my apprentice. Prude, prud, proud. What does that mean? I've never heard it before. Or I lost it from a chopstick poke. This is insane. This character. I've probably spent 100 donuts, hundreds of donuts. Hear that, folks? My boy is a prodigy. He brings honour to the family name. I should have known Wiggum's Gaelic for unisex fish genitals. In honour of what I can only assume will be his greatest accomplishment, all the sushi you can eat, paid for by the Springfield Police Department. Isn't the police department funded by the taxpayers, meaning this meal will be paid for by the US? Shh, little girl, here's a cucumber roll. It's so good. Finally a vegetarian dish I don't have to lie about liking. Think Springfielders eat sushi? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Look of the western sky.
Here we go. Yard. This is the freshest sushi I've ever eaten. And once a fish committed suicide by jumping into my mouth. Why, I'm eating fish and it isn't even Friday. It's so good I don't even care that I'm breaking the 138th secret commandment. This fish is guilty of being delicious. I demand to see the chef in my chambers. Like a lotus blossom floats on the water, so will I raise my prices.
Hey!
My stomach feels terribly wrong. Yeah, me belly's heaving like a dinghy lost at sea, or like a man making a metaphor before he pukes. I don't feel so good either. Alright, that's it. We're going to see Dr. Hibbert. Like Springfielders get stomach pumped. 1, 2.
We had great deed. Now I
Maybe
need
the
a
fish
new
killed
team.
themselves.
This is insane. Blimey. Here we go. Why, all of these people have been poisoned. Food poisoned. Oh no, it must be Ralph and the Happy Sumo. I knew it was too good to be true. It's like it was tainted Krusty Burgers, which apparently everyone in town ate after their sushi because pieces of raw fish on rice just don't really fill you up. I wish you had told me that before I fell upon my sword to defend my honour. Do help, please? Wait, I didn't eat any Krusty Burger last night. Why do I still feel sick? Mr. Simpson, after pumping your stomach, we found several Krusty Burgers, some still in their wrappers. Also found 6 pounds of shrimp scampi, $8.50 in loose change, and... Alright, you've made your point. Now I'll take my $8.50 and my shrimp scampi and be on my way. Seriously, I could really use some medical attention. So there we go. So that is the video, and what an opening! That was just astounding. The fact that that is in the Hibbert mystery box, get it, people. You get 3 bonsai trees, you get an awesome quest line. That was amazing. That blew me away, as well as the prizes, to be honest. So there we go. What an amazing video. And yeah, I'm going to be back with more content. Obviously, we've got the rest of the update to go. We've got Mirrored Homer, more mystery box openings. We've got the Let's Play series that we're going to be continuing. Got designs competitions, everything that's going on. Do be sure to join the Simpsons Tap Tap Lounge Discord server so you don't miss out on anything. That is in the description box below. But that's all for today, folks. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on the update and the Happy Sumo. And yes, I'll see you for the next one. And